Now, I know that you have Hog Mob is pretty, it's like all
Hmm.
over. And you're pretty much accountable. I look at it like when you are leading, it's
Hmm.
also bring a lot of accountability to you, to where your standard has to be, you have to be walking
Yeah.
with the Lord. Is who is somebody that you, I guess, admire, or mentorship, or somebody that walks with you, that helps you, that pours into you? Or,
I mean, for one, my pops, he's
okay.
still in my life. And God has used his relationship with God to help
Mm-hmm.
me in a lot of ways, and the other way around. God has used my dad has seen the transformation. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the the audience has seen a measure of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you got to think like my house, those
Yeah, your mom and
my
your
like they
dad.
know,
Yeah, your
they know,
family.
they know
Yeah.
for sure, So he's somebody who I talk to, a lot,
And that's beautiful.
and even am willing to humble myself before in terms of him speaking into. See, with me is, and I try to be careful about this because your enemy can tell you something real.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just because you don't
Shoot.
like them, don't mean what they said was untrue. You
Correct.
know, but I think a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
much easier, to be received by somebody who knows that you love them, who knows that, yo, look, what I'm about to tell you is coming from a place of genuine care. I don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things that was really hard for me coming up, because I've been on a stage my entire adult life.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm.
my social world was very unhealthy, because people always wanted what I had.
Right.
They
Mm.
they wanted they wanted the life. Everybody wants to be a rap star. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And so it was hard for me. And then I would submit to pastors, and they'd be wilding, like way worse than me. So I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
only
You
sleeping
doing
with
this?
five
Oh,
girls.
that, yeah.
This
Yeah,
nigga got 50.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
yeah. Out of that.
And
Yeah.
I had a situation where my first main like dude that I really humbled myself under and sat under, as far as a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he went to prison for sex trafficking and cocaine
Wow.
distribution. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, literally, I'd be in his office and he's duffing lines off his table talking to me about
Wow.
God.
That's wild.
Yeah, but this is how I came up in church.
Yeah.
So you gotta, I think everybody, you gotta just know somebody's journey to really understand. Like, oh, okay, well now I get it. Like
Mm-hmm.
now I see why
Mm-hmm.
you had X, Y, and Z struggle.
Right.
You meet somebody who got beat and molested their whole childhood. They gonna, probably have some social issues. You
Mm-hmm.
dig what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
um, but now I would say there's brothers within the mob that I really respect. Like, I'm not the oldest dude here.
Right.
So even though I'm the leader in terms of, of
The
the
ministry.
earthly leader of the ministry, by God's design and by his grace, obviously Christ being our head,
Mm-hmm.
there's guys in the ministry that I admire and are, in terms of age and
Mm-hmm.
even experience in certain things, aspects, my elder.
Wisdom.
Yeah, in wisdom. And I will honor them with that. And so I'll
Wow.
come to them and ask
Mm-hmm.
them questions. And, hey, bro, what you think about this? And then there's even brothers who are younger than me, who I've been a part of their discipleship process. But this is the beauty of when you really live and involve yourself with the church in the process, right? Is you end up being able to reap a harvest of fruit from the people who you helped water
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point. Because as these guys mature, they might get to a place where they in a better, more healthy season of life than me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm sitting down at the table with them as brothers, and bro, we just confessing and talking and praying and holding each other accountable.
Mm.
So, I can't say because and this is the only reason why I'm not going to name a name,
Mm-hmm.
because it would be disrespectful for all the other guys
Mm-hmm.
that I view that way as well.
Yeah.
That I'm just, it's gonna.
No, I
You know
think
what I'm
it's
saying?
a
And so,
beautiful thing when you guys are growing together
Yeah.
in unity and you're building one another up, because that's what the Bible says, stir each other's gift up,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And so we could grow.
absolutely.
So that's